Hello everyone, welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. This is your lady Ms. Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you would, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell if you would like to see more videos. If you would like to book a reading, you can go to dawnanddreams.com. That's Dawn and Dreams with a Z, and the link will be in the description box. All right, welcome back to another video. So this is going to be on who is jealous of you, who is showing a little bit of envy towards you. Okay, now this is not the most ideal reading as far as, you don't want anybody just, sending hatred or any type of energy towards you, but it does exist. And we're just going to see like who has that energy towards you, if it's something that needs to be identified, if you're just good. Okay, does it have an effect on you? Do you need spiritual protection? Whatever comes out, we're going to speak on it. All right. As you know, we have 3 stones here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 stones to choose from. If you need more time, I'm going to go ahead and ask that you pause the video, but we're going to get right on into it. Let's see who's hating on you, who's jealous, okay? And what do you need to know about it? Okay, I actually honestly feel a lot of family energy in this one, okay? I hear karmic, so I basically, like, maybe you're doing things that they were never able to accomplish, all right? Or you're doing something that's different that might be against the status quo of what they wanted you to do. But, in all ways, you are still going to be successful, okay? And honestly, secretly, hate is always love. So I do feel like, and I'm not saying they hate you, but, it could be an energy of, because I still secretly feel that love towards you and still wanting you to succeed in life. Okay? But family members are the ones you want to have your back, to be closest to you. So it's kind of like, it's kind of portrayal in the same sense, because you're like, why don't you support me? And a lot of times it's because you're doing things that they probably couldn't do. Okay. Wow. This is going to be a little bit difficult to speak on. This one here. Wow, wow. A lot of hurt here. And family can also represent friends. Let me just say that, because, the ones we find closest, these are the ones you call your brother and your sister, okay? This is not just friends as in best friends. And there is a difference. Now, your best friends, you can kind of consider your family, but there is that best friend that's just a best friend. Then you have the other one that you almost came out the same womb, okay? Those are the people that I'm talking about. It just seems like you've been put out there on your own, or having to do something completely different. You've also, kind of experienced having to do a lot of things on your own and alone. And they have been there, but they haven't shown, true support, or they kind of just let you go through it on your own. But what you don't realize is you are strong. You are strong enough to hold up that weight. It's something that they couldn't even imagine doing. So this tells me a lot of times you take on the responsibility for other people. And though it may seem like they don't support you, secretly deep down, I don't feel like they are strong enough to even handle some of the things that you've went through or you've had to overcome. So this is also like admiring that. So though you don't feel their support, I don't even feel like they feel worthy enough to step in the same room. And I feel like judging you, there's also a judging of the type of career goals as well. You always have your parents and things, they believe that you should be a certain way, or there's a certain way to be successful, but you seem to go against that. You're not working, with what they want you to do. You're trying to do something completely different. And a lot of times they may not understand that, but you still decided to work towards that goal anyway. So in a lot of ways, they know that you're that star in the sky. They just have a lot of fear in the risk that you take. It's like, you know, in a lot of ways too, I feel like it's just support when they feel like giving it to you. If you're doing what you want them to do, or I'm sorry, you're doing what they want you to do, you know, that's when you'll get the support. But without that, you just don't have it. And so I see a lot of separation here. So to me, even on a lighter note, this definitely needs some healing as far as friends and I'm sorry, not friends, but family that's considered family, and also friends that are considered family. So let's get you some ancestral guidance on this note, on a lighter note, because this is very, very painful to see you going through so much and not have that support that you need. It's like, you know, that also represents people turning up in the background and you having to be the responsible one. And so a lot of times they may put you down like, oh, you're not joining in with the fun. You're not, you know, being irresponsible. But at the same time, you know, you have that responsibility to keep. You know, I have to drive you home at night while y'all are drunk and partying. I have to drive you home. So they may rain on your parade and, you know, act jealous, but that in reality, that's what it is, because you're not strong enough to handle a lot of the things that you have went through. Okay. So you have movement into balance. You do have changes and also home. So eventually within changes, you're going to find that place where you feel comfortable again. I know that you've been isolated a lot in your life. But again, I just feel like it's because of people not being able to be as secure as you are. So that's kind of where that takes a toll on you. And you also need to be around more balanced people as well. I know you can't change your family, and I know you probably wouldn't want to replace your family, because I know I wouldn't, regardless of what they do. But I will say that you do need to have a more balanced energy as to where you're also letting people be responsible for their mishaps as well. You're not taking up the responsibility for everybody. So that was a really deep message, more than just being like a little petty jealousness. It kind of is rooted. So this is something that has to be kind of healed. All right, so let's go on to the second one. Let's find out who's hating on you, who's jealous, or who may be envious, and what you need to know about it. Okay, so I feel like this one is already sorry about that, guys. Okay, already it's very spiritual. You are very looked up to as someone who kind of has it together. Okay. So you are someone who's trying to connect. Like, you trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? Before the world ends, before it's all over, you are trying to get it right. Uh-oh. Like, yeah, you have your sacrifices on the table, and look what you got, the high priestess. So this is not just something I'm making up. Very, very what's being avoided. Okay. I feel like this is you living down because it fell on the floor. Sometimes you live down your connections because of other people or in light of other people. But you need to keep your connection strong to your ancestors. or your spirit guides, whoever you closely connect with. But for me, it's ancestors, of course. You guys know that. But yes, this is needing to stay closely connected because I feel like, I'm gonna say the person that's jealous or envious a lot of times for you, because I don't feel like it's just once, never once in life. It's just one person. I do feel like it could be a crowd of people, and it's because of how powerful you are. Okay. People sometimes try to be your friend. Like, I don't even have to go no further because this is all making sense right here. Like, this is it. It's already been spoken for on the table. Okay. So let me explain to you what's going on, because you have the magician. You have the magician on top of the high priestess. You have the connection to the ancestors. You have all these connections that you worked hard for, that you've established. You're very, very much seen as that spiritual person. And a lot of times people can't really handle that, because you're doing something different. Also, it's an intimidation thing too. Like, what do you know that I don't know? So instead of trying to, understand you and figure you out, it's more so a defense mechanism. Like, you're already a threat, in ways. And I do feel like, it's people that would try to throw dirt on your name, or put you down, or not secretly like you. But I feel like there are a lot of smiling faces, meaning there are people that try to get close to you, but you are very, very intuitive. So you know who to be around and who not to be around. So when you get that intuitive feeling that you're not supposed to be around that person, you either spiritually shoot them down, meaning your ancestors got you covered and they knock that person down out the way, or you just keep these people at a distance because you already know. And yes, this actually represents someone who is very spiritually wise. They work from the ground up to get to the position that they're in. So it may look like she's all glitz and glamour, but she actually is from her tribe, and she knows what everything is about. She knows how to put, things to rest very, very quickly. She knows how to use her magic. So this is actually a little bit of fear as well. It's also envy. It's a lot of things going on here. But if you see that, that's her wand right there, but it don't even stand in the same room. You actually have spiritual animals as well that can sniff out people around you. So if you don't have an animal, you may want to get one. But yeah, you are very, very intuitive. So I don't see anything getting to you, but do not downplay yourself and your connections, because I can see you doing that. And maybe it's in light to keep people at bay and not to know about your spirituality, because sometimes we have to be in secret. But I do feel that a lot of times you may live this down in front of your friends or your family or people that you're around, when in reality you are, that person. You know what I was about to say, but I'm not going to curse. You're very lit. You don't have to live this down for nobody. Either they can, ride the wave, or they can get lost. Okay? So yes, there you go. That was yours. So that was powerful as well. Let's go to the last one. Who's jealous or envious of you? Okay? The weird thing is I'm hearing partner. So a lot of times with you, it's going to be somebody that you're with that may not even be on the same level as you. Sometimes they want you to feel the same pain that they feel. I'm seeing that. So it's not really a hate thing. It's not even that they're trying to be jealous or envious of you. I don't feel like it's like they're intentionally trying to wish harm upon you. Okay? They just want you to see an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. They want you to see things their way, because a lot of times this person likes attention. So they may think that you have life a little bit easy. Yeah. You're a very caring person, so you may have people gravitate towards you. But this kind of shows that like you could be the person that wins $1 million check and they're still working at McDonald's, and they're like, you're not seeing my struggle. So I feel like with this one, this could actually be very much healed. It's going to take you, you may have your guard up, but it's going to take you to understand what they've been through. And it's not to say that the people pick this one haven't went through any type of struggle, but sometimes it can just be, you know, you just might have been born in that type of family where you kind of have things together, or things are already in structure for you. You know, foundations have already been laid out for you. And if it's not, you've already gotten to that point of success and they're still kind of struggling along. And they don't want you judging them either, because it looks like they're constantly being judged, or they feel that they're being judged because they're not at that same level as you. They want you to recognize them. They also want you to feel the pain that they feel, which is not, you know, necessarily right, but I get it on a lighter level, as we need to be on the same level. I want you to see what I go through, because it's not easy for me. Okay, so nothing truly not out of love here. It's just more so wanting an understanding and more so wanting attention. So even if it's not a partner, it could be a friend, it could be somebody that you're close to, and they I'm gonna do this one, I'm gonna do this one. They generally just want you to recognize what they've been through. So a lot of times if they brush you off and you're like, why are you acting that way towards me? You know, I haven't had it easy too sometimes, and it's like, yeah, you have, you just get everything, you know. Yep, so you have perception here, seeing things in a different light. You have unlimited possibilities. Limited possibilities, okay. A million ways to skin a cat. And you also have new day, taking everything one day at a time. So that to me just represents, don't give up on the person. I don't feel like you should give up on this one. If it is a partner, even if it's a friend, I feel like they need to walk in your shoes a day and you need to walk in their shoes a day. Their jealousy is just only because they feel like everything is just handed. Even if it isn't handed to you, they still feel like things happen easier for you than them. And secretly, they don't want to be judged. So they may falsely take it out on you as to why they don't have the success that they should have. But just find more understanding with this person if you plan on sticking with them. Okay, guys, that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and peace out.